Yeah, hello, welcome back to Farmbiz with Markay. Today is another great day. Now, remember I said in my last video that today we'll be making an antiviral mixture for our birds that we started raising about 9 days ago, because we are in day 9 today, early hour of day 9. Now, today, this antiviral mixture we've been making today, we are adding some additional ingredients like the neem leaf and then the thyme and then the red pepper that we've not used in our ingredients before when we made our organic booster. Now we'll also be including honey to our mixture today. Now the ingredients involved in this antiviral mixture is, number one, we have the moringa. You can either make use of the powdered moringa or you make use of the fresh leaf. It will still do the same thing for you. Now we also have the turmeric. You can as well make use of the powder or you make use of the raw one. But in my case, I'll be making use of this raw one. Now we have the thyme there. This is an additional ingredient we are adding to our mixture today. We'll be making use of thyme. We'll also be making use of ginger. We'll be making use of this from day 2, if you remember. Then red pepper or cayenne pepper, we'll also be making use of that. Then we have the aloe vera there. Then the ginger is also there. We'll be making use of about 9 ingredients here, if I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ingredients in this our antiviral mixture. What we'll be using to take our measurement, just as we've been doing before, is our scale. Now I keep saying this, as a poultry farmer, no matter how big or small you are as a poultry farmer, you will need this measuring scale. It's not that expensive. With about 6,000 naira, you should be able to get one. Now we'll also be making use of this spoon here today to take our measurement of time. The time that we'll be using for this medication, we are going to make use of this spoon to take the measurement. So I'm going to show you how everything is going to be measured and prepared. Now first, the formula which is shown on the screen right now is normally you take 200 gram of garlic. Then the fresh ginger, which is this, you take 150 gram. Then you also take turmeric, 100 gram, which is this. Then the moringa leaf, you can either make use of powdered or the fresh leaf. I said that. You take the measurement of that is also 100 gram. Now we have the red pepper. The measurement of the red pepper is 25 gram. Then the thyme, this thyme you are looking at here, this measurement is 2 tablespoons. This is tablespoon. Please note, this is tablespoon, the normal spoon that you used to eat. Why this is teaspoon? The normal spoon you used to stir your tea. So there is difference between this and this. So we'll be making use of this, which is the normal spoon we used to eat, to take our measurement. So the next thing we'll take is honey. We'll be taking 200 gram of honey for this antiviral mixture. Now we also have the aloe vera. About 200 gram is what we'll take, the aloe vera gel. Now, at the end, the volume of water that this medication is going to be it should be 5 liters for this medication. From that 5 liters, we'll be taking our dosage 5 ml, because our best is not up to 2 weeks yet. We'll be taking our dosage 5 ml per liter of water. But after 2 weeks, the normal dosage you should take is 10 ml per liter of water. Now there is the number of birds I'm raising is just 200, meaning if I take these 5 liters, I begin to take 5 ml per liters of water, it will far exceed even 3. It will even take me up to 6 days. And considering the cost of this ingredient, especially garlic, ginger, and all the rest, so I wouldn't want to make such amount of medication I keep. So what I will do, I'll be dividing this measurement that I gave earlier. I'll be dividing them by 4. Meaning, in this case, within 6 days, my medication should be finished. So depending on the number of birds you raise, this is just a guide. You can actually multiply this by 2 to have more of this medication, or you divide by 2 to reduce the medication. Meaning, if you divide by 2, the total volume of medication you are going to have at the end is going to be 2.5 liters. Now if you divide by 4, just like my case now that I want to do, at the end, the volume of water that I will have, or volume of medication at the end, is going to be 1.25 liters of medication is what I'm going to have. That from using that 5 liters per liter of drinking water is going to take me for the number of time I will need it. Now dividing them by 4, garlic is going to give us 50 gram, then ginger will give us 37.5 gram, meaning I will have to approximate that because my scale might not be able to give me 37.5 gram. So I'm going to take approximation of 38 gram. Now the next thing, which is turmeric, I'll be taking 25 gram, because if I divide 100 by 4, I'll get 25 gram. The same thing with neem leaf, which is otherwise known as dogoyaro leaf. If I divide it by 4 again, I'm going to get 25 gram. Now the moringa leaf, I'll be making use of powder because I couldn't get the leaf. So if I divide that by 100 again by 4, I'm getting 25 gram. Then the red pepper, if I divide 25 by 4, I'll be getting 6.25 gram. Again, I will approximate because my scale may not be able to give me this. So in that case, I will approximate to 6 gram. So the next one, which is thyme, is 2 tablespoons, meaning if I divide by 4, I'll be taking half a tablespoon for that. So I'll show you how to take the measurement of that tablespoon, because if you are using tablespoon to measure, it is when it is hip up, that is 1 tablespoon. But if it is level, that is half tablespoon. I don't know if you understand, meaning instead of us taking 2 for our former measurement, if we are dividing by 4, we're not going to take the level of this spoon as our measurement. So that's for time. Then the honey we are going to take, the measurement is going to now be 50 gram, no longer 200. Remember, we divide by 4. Then the aloe vera, the same thing, is going to be 25 gram. Now, how do you prepare this? Now we have the ingredients ready. How do we make the preparation? First, you need to grate the turmeric, grate the ginger, grate the garlic together. Now, after grating the turmeric, the garlic, the ginger, then the next thing you do is to boil the garlic, the grated garlic, ginger, and turmeric. If you are using the raw one, just like our case, then you boil them. You boil the garlic, the ginger, the turmeric, the neem leaf, as well as including the thyme and pepper in 3 liters of water if we are making use of that 200 gram. But in this case, we need to divide 3 by 4 to know the amount of water we'll be using to boil our ingredients. In this case, we'll be boiling our ingredient because we divide by 4. We need to divide that 3 liters of water by 4, which is going to give us 750 ml of water. That is what we'll be using to boil our ingredient. Then after boiling the ingredient, the next thing, which is the aloe vera, because I have not mentioned that we'll be boiling that. No, we'll mix the aloe vera with the powdered moringa. Now, after boiling the garlic, the turmeric, the ginger, the thyme, and the neem leaf, you wait for it to cool. You boil it for between 20 to 30 minutes and allow to cool before sieving them with your sieve cloth. You remember our sieve cloth? So after boiling those ingredients that I mentioned, you allow to cool and then sieve with your sieve cloth. You boil them between 20 to 30 minutes. Then allow to cool before sieving them. Now you mix your aloe vera with your moringa with just a little water. But mind you, while mixing this, you need to take into consideration the final volume of your medication, which is about 1.25, the final volume. Now, remember, we use about 750 ml. I'll be telling you how to take those the volume of that 750 ml to boil your ingredient. Now, I'll show you all of that. Now, after straining the boiled ingredient, then you add the mixture of this moringa and the aloe vera. You add it to it, but you may have to mix it with a little water so that it mixes properly. You add it to it and then add your honey. Now, if need be, you may have to strain it again if you are using a nipple drinking system so that they don't block your nipple. Otherwise, you can give them to your best that way. Now, this is the procedure for making this medication. Okay, now we want to take a different measurement of these ingredients. Now, first I'll be using this to take the measurement of the garlic. Now that rubber is weighing 3 kg. I need to press on the tire button so that it turns to 0. Now these are the garlic that I've peeled already. So I need to start putting them to get my measurement of 50 gram. Okay, this is 50 gram now of garlic. Okay, 50 is going between 50 and 51. So it has to be okay. Just remove small. Let's see if we get 50 exactly. Okay, this is 50. Okay, I'll take the measurement of the turmeric. It's reading 3. I need to press the tab button. Then remember I'm using this fresh one. This is 26. I need to remove a bit of it so that it will give me exactly 25. This is important. Okay, this is the turmeric. You can see this is 25 gram that we've measured. We are using this raw one, the fresh turmeric. Okay, now the next thing I'll measure is the ginger, which now we are taking the measurement of the ginger. This is 25. If I add this other one, it turns to 38 gram. 38 gram, that's the measurement of the ginger. Remember, we approximated to 38. So this is the ginger. So the next thing we have to measure now is our red pepper, the thyme, the honey, the neem leaf. That's what we have to measure now. So let me use this. Remember, if I'm using this, I need to put it and then press the tab button. This rubber is already weighing 51 gram. So I need to press on tie so that it turns to 0. Now this is the neem leaf that I've peeled. That's the dogoyaro leaf. So I need to put it a bit until I get about 25 gram. That's our measurement. Remember, it turns to, okay, this is 25, 26 gram. Let me take small out to see if I will get exactly 25 gram. Okay, this is 25 gram now, right? Okay, this is our neem leaf. We've taken the measurement of that already. Press on that so that it turns to 0. Now the next measurement we have to take now is the, okay, we've taken neem leaf, moringa. Okay, now if I want to measure my moringa, I need to use this container. Press on tie. Okay. Now I want to take the measurement of the moringa. So remember, it's at 0 right now. I'm using powder. I need to add a little of it. 24. It's still 24. Okay, this is 25 gram of that moringa powder now. So remember, our measurement of red pepper is approximately 6 gram. Remember, we divide the whole thing by 4. So we need to take a measurement of 6 gram. Okay, you know how we got this 0? When I place this rubber here, I press on tie, it turns to 0. Okay, we have our 6 gram of red pepper now. This is 6 gram. Okay, now what we are left with right now is the thyme. We'll take the measurement of thyme. Remember, we said if we are using this, let me turn the scale off. If we are using this spoon to take our measurement, it's going to be the level spoon. And once it's full like this, that's your 1 tablespoon. So this our spoon right now has to be leveled. So to give us our half teaspoon, so the spoon has to be leveled. It doesn't need to heap up. So this is what we have measured so far. So I need to quickly go and boil this whole thing together before coming to take the remaining measurement, which is that of aloe vera and honey, to do our final mixture. Remember, we have to grate this into pieces. If you have mortar, you can as well pound it, or any other means you'll be able to pound, to make sure you transform this from this form to another form, that is grind it. If you want to blend, you blend, but after blending we need to boil the neem leaf, garlic, ginger, turmeric and the thyme for about 20 to 30 minutes. You remember, before coming to strain it when it is cool. So that's the next thing we have to do now. This is what we have grated so far. We've grated it into this form. That is the turmeric, the ginger, the garlic, and then you can see the thyme there. Now I'll need to add other ingredients to it and then go and boil them. So that's the next thing I will do now. Remember, I don't need to pound the neem leaf. This is the neem leaf. I'll add it to it. Then please, whatever thing you use in doing this, everything has to be clean. It's very, very important. It has to be clean. We don't need any form of dirt here. Any form of dirt. We need everything to be very, very clean. This is very, very important. So remember, what we are boiling together is they are the turmeric, the thyme, the garlic, the ginger, the neem leaf, and the pepper. So this is the pepper right now. So I'm going to add it to it. So once I'm done, I'm going to use a clean pot to boil this. Remember, we are boiling it in 750 ml of water to boil it for 20 to 30 minutes. This is because for that first measurement I put on the screen, we were supposed to use 3 liters to boil it. So since we divide our measurement by 4, we also need to divide that 3 liters by 4, which will give us 750 ml. That's why we choose 750 ml to use in boiling these ingredients. Okay, now this is what I use to grate the ingredients you are seeing right there now. Now this is my 750 ml. This is seaway water and the bottle. So when I look at the right up there, you can see the 750 ml, which is the volume of water we need to boil this our ingredient. So I've already filled it up. With water. This is it. So I'm going to take it inside now and use a clean pot to boil it for that 20 to 30 minutes before allowing it to cool, and then sieve, and then continue with other preparation. Okay, this is our boiled ingredients. So we've boiled it for about 22 minutes. So this is how it is. So I'm going to allow it to cool now. When it cools down, I'm going to strain it. So using that sieve cloth before continuing with the preparation. So the next thing I'm to do now is to take the measurement of the aloe vera gel. That is the 25 gram we are supposed to take, as well as that of honey, and then mix it up with the moringa. So that's the next thing I will do now. I need to press on the towel so that it turns to 0. Then I will now have to pour the aloe vera gel in this container. Okay, this is our 25 gram of this aloe vera gel. We've taken the measurement, so we'll keep it aside. Okay, this is the strained liquid that we've strained from this medication that we boiled. This is the leftover. You can see it. So this is the leftover from what we strained. So I'm going to either add this to feed or somehow look for a way to strain it the more before disposing it off. So the next thing we have to do now is to mix our aloe vera with our 25 gram of moringa. You already see the moringa in there. So I'm going to pour the 25 gram of aloe vera gel. So once I pour it in there, and then I need to add a little water to it and then stir it properly. Okay, this is the mixture of that aloe vera gel and the moringa powder. This is it. So I still need to add a little water to it before adding it to our medication. So we've added the moringa and the aloe vera mixture that we've mixed to our medication. This is the final output. The next thing we have to add now is to measure the honey and then add to it. Now there might be need to filter this. If you are using this nipple drinking system just like me, there might be need to filter this, though the powder was properly grinded. I don't really have much stuff that can block the nipple line here. So the next thing I'm to do now is to add my honey to it, and then add a little water to it to make up the quantity of water we want before storing it. So I'm going to put in some honey. This is the honey we are using. I'm going to put in some in this container until I get 50 gram. So this is our 50 gram of honey that we've measured. This is it. So we need to add it to that mixture now and then store it. Okay, this is the honey. So we are going to add it to this our medication now and then stir it properly. So I have to be sure that everything goes in the measurement of 50 gram that we measured. Okay, now this is the mixture. We've added the honey and then stir properly. Now I had the taste of it. I tasted it. It's really bitter and a bit sweet, but not that sweet, but it's bitter. So we need to make it up to 1.25 liters. Remember, we use 750 ml to boil our ingredient. Then we add a little water to the moringa and the aloe vera paste gel that we mixed. Now we need to add about 0.5 liters of water, though not exactly 0.5. Remember, we also added some volume of water to the aloe vera and the moringa. So we may add something like 0.45 as the case may be, or better still, the same 0.5 liter, that is half a liter, to this mixture right now. So that's the next measurement I'm going to take. Okay, I'll be making use of this to take my measurement because this blender is about 1.5 liters, 1.5 liters. So I'm going to take the 500 ml. This is 500 ml level here. I'm going to use that as my measurement and then add to our medication to make up that 1.25 liters. Or better still, you can see this 1.25 liters mark in this blender. So I may pour the medication here and then top it up with water to make up this 1.25 liters. Okay, this is our 1.25 liters that I use the water to get up to that mark on this blender, just as I showed you, because the 1.25 liter is somewhere here. So I fill it up to that level. Now this is the container we'll be using to store our medication, and this container is about 1.5 liters, meaning it can conveniently take this medication, and then I will seal it, use the cover to lock it properly, and then go and put in the refrigerator. So after which we will now administer the meal that we are supposed to administer to our birds. I don't want to take any risk of my nipple line getting blocked. So I need to filter this again using this sieve cloth. I'm going to filter it so that it will be very free of that residue. So I'm going to sieve it again before storing it. So I'm going to pour everything here. I'm going to pour everything in here. Okay. I'm going to pour everything in here. Okay. Okay, this is everything. So I'm going to sieve it properly now and then store the remaining one. I'll be storing this now as my medication. Okay, you can see our final mixture. This is it. So this is what we'll be administering to our birds. So from day 9 to day 11, this is our antiviral mixture that we have prepared. Thank you so very much. Now, if you find this video helpful, kindly do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification icon, like and comment in the comment section below, as this will do a whole lot for us in helping us to grow our channel and reach a larger audience. Thank you. I love you.